Hello and welcome to User Spotlights. I'm Laura with ClickFunnels, and today I'm joined by Jessica Crane. Jessica is a wealth and business coach for salon owners and high-level female entrepreneurs. She teaches others how to use their business to create generational wealth and live the life that they dream of. Welcome, Jessica. Thanks so much for joining me today.
Hi, Laura. Thank you for having me, and really excited to share my journey so far.
Great. Well, thanks for being here. And can you just get started by telling us a little bit about your background and how you started this business?
Yeah, so my business started very organically. Like, I've always been in the salon industry. I had my first job in a salon at 12. So I've always been in that industry, and I always progressed pretty quickly. So I've taught for big hair brands. I've been a salon manager. I've educated hair, beauty, business admin. I've worked for private training providers. I was an assessor. I was an internal verifier, managing a big, large training provider. And I went on maternity leave with my daughter about 9 years ago. And I knew a lot of salon owners, and I was teaching their teams. And so many were reaching out to me, and they were like, "Oh, I know you're on maternity leave, but can I meet you for a coffee? Can you come and help me with my business? And I know you're really good at this stuff." And so it started very, very organically. And it started me going out and helping them and kind of doing that old kind of face-to-face business consultancy method. So yes, that's kind of where it started, very organically. And it was.
Okay. You shocked me when you said you had a business at the age of, did you say 12?
So I worked in salons from the age of 12, yeah.
Wow. Okay. So like this has been a big part of your life for a while. Cool. So why ClickFunnels?
So I'll kind of tell you the backstory to what happened. So I was running my business as a face-to-face consultancy. And basically, my husband plays sport. And one night he came home and he was like, literally overnight, we are moving city. Like, we're moving 2-3 hours away, overnight, no kind of choice, to a city. So what I realized was that my business had these limitations for me and for my customers, because without me being in that location, I literally lost my business overnight by moving away. And so many of my clients were like, how are you still going to help me? Like, I still need you to help me. And so I was like, right, well, we need to find a way. So we need to find a way to take this business to the next level, where it doesn't matter where I am physically, I can still help my clients and my customers and reach them. And so that's when I worked with a mentor, and he introduced me to ClickFunnels. And he was like, look, like, you're teaching these people and they all have the same problems. So we can put all of that knowledge into a membership area, and we can still have support. We can still have this, and we can still have that. But now, more importantly, I don't just have to limit my time for money and coach one salon owner at a time. Now I can reach salon owners like all over the world, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And the real key for me with ClickFunnels is that you can grow that impact like exponentially. Like, there's no limit with that. Whereas without it, you are kind of limited with a time for money model for me.
Yeah. So cool. What types of funnels are you using with your business?
So we mainly use a VSL funnel. So we run Facebook ads to traffic that go into our VSL. So we teach them, we give them some high value, and then we have a phone call with our onboarding team, because we need to make sure that this is a right fit and that we're aligned and that this person's coachable. And then we enroll them into our coaching programs. So we have 2 coaching programs: our core Systemize for Success, which is for salon owners. And then from that was born our mastermind. So the core goal of Systemize for Success is to get your salon business to a point where it can run without you and you've got your time freedom. it's really profitable. So it's generating you a really good income. And what happens then is in our mastermind, we look at, well, now you're making all this money and you have this time. How are we diversifying? Because, and I think COVID taught us this for a lot of us, that we don't want to be reliant on one stream of income because something could happen to that stream. And, you know, you don't want to be the stool with one leg. You want to make sure that your stool has 3 or 4 legs so it's really stable.
Yeah.
So in our mastermind, we're going to teach you how to diversify your income and have multiple streams from the profit that you're creating from your original source. So we kind of teach you how to do that. And for some people, that's a second business. For some people, that's investments. For some people, that's property. Like, that looks different for everybody and kind of how they want to fit it into their life, business, and ecosystem.
Wow, so cool. So instead of just dealing with the salon owners, you're trying to find a way to turn them into real business people and be more profitable. Are you helping them to utilize internet as part of their business model, or is it mostly in their physical salons?
Yeah, so we're definitely adding online income as a stream. Again, coming back to COVID, like something could happen to your brick and mortar. It doesn't necessarily have to be as extreme as COVID, but it could be that you're closed for a week or your landlord, like there's a million things that could happen with your brick and mortar. So it's really good to maximize sales in other ways. So we are teaching them ClickFunnels, we're teaching them funnels, we're teaching them how to max and even how to enhance their client journey on the salon side by using funnels and automated processes to even maximize the revenue from that business as well as other options of multiple streams.
I love that. And is your mastermind your like continuity program?
Yeah, so people can join it for 12 months and we kind of focus on really getting that ecosystem up and running for them. So the goals are that you kind of set everything up, what we call the wealth cycle. You set it up so that in 5 years, 10 years, like you have the life and business that you dreamt of. You have that passive income, you have active income, you have stocks and shares, you have like all of these things are a reality because you put those foundations in place.
Yeah, what a really cool business model. I love that. You mentioned goals a little bit and what the goal of the structure of your business is, but what kind of long-term goals do you have for what you're doing?
Yeah, our goals really is to just continue to impact more salon owners and more women in business. So our mastermind is open to 6-7-figure female entrepreneurs who are ready for that kind of level. My passion and my goal is teaching women how to be financially independent and financially secure, because the more that women have that financial independence and security, the more they have choice in their life. In every area of life, they have choice because they're not bound to anything or to anyone. So we're really passionate about empowering women financially. As we all know, it's not something we're taught in school. A lot of us don't have those family members that can teach us because they haven't been where we are or where we want to go. So we're really that source to help them, to coach them, empower them, give them the tools and the knowledge that they need to make those goals a reality. So my goal is to get our clients to a place where their problem is wealth management, and to impact and empower as many women as we can on that journey.
That's so great. And it sounds like you're doing that already. And I love that you are available as a resource for the things that we don't necessarily learn in, standard educational systems, and learning, doing what you love. I mean, these salon owners obviously love what they do, and it's probably been, a passion of theirs for a long time, but taking that next step of like, not just doing what you love, but making sure that it's a sustainable business. It's going to be long-term. You're creating impact. It's really cool. And I'm sure that there's a huge trickle-down effect of what you're teaching these other women. And I think that's super powerful. So tell me a little bit about what would be a big piece of advice that you would give to somebody who is maybe a salon owner that's like, I need to diversify. I don't know if I always want to be brick and mortar. I don't even know if I want to live in this city forever. Like, what would you tell them?
Yeah, so we would look at the wealth cycle, and we would look at, first of all, is getting the foundations in place to, one, give you the time freedom. So that comes with, because often for a lot of salon owners, they're in their businesses. They're not working on their businesses, they're working in their businesses. And for a lot, they've almost bought themselves a job, not a business. So the first thing we do is position you as the business owner. So making sure that you're leveraging your time doing the right tasks, that you're not working behind the chair 5, 6, 7 days a week, and that you are doing the leverage tasks that you need to be doing. So first of all, we need to put the systems and processes in place that buy you your time. And then we can look at your finances and your numbers and kind of put the structures in place for those so that we're maximizing the profitability of your salon. Because so many times people don't really know and understand their numbers on a really in-depth level. And so we want to do more of what makes you profit, cut what doesn't make you profit, maximize, every single area of your business, your numbers, your marketing, your systems, your team. Once we've kind of got that singing and dancing, then we have that profit. And then we can look at, okay, now we have this surplus profit. And most businesses will easily, a lot of salons break even and make a loss. And some of our clients see up to 86% net profit months. Because when you fine tune everything, like, you'll see those changes so quickly. So now we've got, 80% profit, 80% of your revenue to play with that you can reinvest back in your business. You can put into property, like a lot don't own their own commercial property. So sometimes that's one of the first steps. Well, instead of paying rent, you could pay a mortgage on this commercial property. And there's asset number one. So we kind of look at where they're at and where the gaps are, and in line with their goals as well. Like sometimes people will come in and they'll have a specific goal of, I want to reach this, or I want to have this. And so we work with that. And sometimes we'll say to them, well, have you thought about this? Or have you thought about this? Or this is possible. Or so that's kind of where we start. It's really maximizing what they've got for maximum potential profit. And then we can focus on where we're going to put that in line with their goals.
Awesome. And amazing advice. I love how you talk about working on the business, not just in the business, because I'm sure that's probably more than 90% of salon owners are working in the business, standing behind the chair. And to be able to provide that kind of information and talk about assets and the things that maybe they didn't consider because they've just been caught in the loop of like doing the same thing every single day, but saying like, how can we make this a business for you that is making you wealthy and that you can maybe pass on to your children someday, or keep this business in the family, which I think is so huge. Love that advice.
Because that's one of the problems as well. Like if you have a job in your business, you can't even begin to think about an exit strategy because it's not valuable to anybody else, because it's only valuable because you're there. Yeah. So you can't, if you're running your business like that, you can't necessarily pass it on to your children or sell it or anything else. And meantime, it hasn't created you any long-term wealth or long-term income. And so you could find you're still going to have to be behind the chair at 50, 60, because you're in this cycle of using muscle for money instead of leveraging that into other income streams.
That's so smart. I love that. And I already have so many people in mind of who I want to share your information with, because I know that they would benefit from advice like that. So I love that. Tell me a little bit about where we can go to learn more about you and your business. And if there are salon owners out there who maybe want to learn more from you, where can they go?
Yeah, definitely. You can head over to our website, which is www.jessicacrane.co.uk. On there, we can show you a little bit more information about both our programs. But more importantly, you can book a call with our team, because we first and foremost want to get to know you and your business and where you're at, and map out like a little bit of a plan with you as to where you are, what's currently happening, what some of your goals are. And if you want to work with us, that's cool. But if not, you're going to get loads of value from having this call and setting those goals. So that would really be the first point, is come get to know us, come get to know. On there, we have loads of client video testimonials, and I love it when that people listen to them, because they're like, I'm just like that person, and I'm just like that person. And you can get to know some of our clients, because they're all in the community and you'll be part of that, which is really invaluable in itself as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jessica. And I appreciate you taking the time to let us know a little bit more about you and your business. And hopefully we have a lot of people that are watching this that will have so much to gain from your advice, your tactical information, and get to know you a little bit more. So thank you again for being a part of this today.
Brill. Thank you, Laura.
Thank you. Bye-bye.